Well, hello, Steve, the Galloping Ghost Hunter Gourmet. Today, by the way, I do ghost hunt. I'm not a gourmet, and I almost never gallop. Today, I'm going to make pizza. It's going to be a potato crust pizza, shredded hash brown crust pizza. For those of you who cannot tolerate glutens and stuff like that, you'll like it. I was sitting there today thinking to myself, I want a big greasy pizza. And I went through the list of things I needed. Dogs are outside wanting in. The list of things that I needed, and I realized I didn't have any of it. So I went to the store. Of course, I already have the pan for cooking. 16-inch pizza. I didn't have anything for sauce, so I'm going to use bottled sauce, but I'm going to doctor it up quite a bit. Got Italian sausage because who has that sitting around otherwise? Mozzarella. I wanted whole milk mozzarella, but they didn't have any. Got the part skim. Got pepperoni, and I've got assorted vegetables and stuff to go with it. And then this is going to speed up to show you how it all goes. I got the recipe for the crust itself off of allrecipes.com. I'm going to alter that quite a bit. So we'll see how this turns out. Some of the first things it asks for, of course, for making a potato crust, it's going to be like a hash brown crust, is frozen hash browns. And I'm going to use fresh potatoes because we went to the store the other day and got 50 pounds of potatoes, and we're trying to find ways to use them up. I'm going to peel these down. I need 6 cups. 6 cups. So I'm going to peel these down, and then from there I'll mix them with other stuff to create the dough, the base, the crust. Okay, 6 cups of potatoes are all grated up. They're already starting to oxidize, so I got to get to them quickly. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And 3/4 cup of grated mozzarella. I'm doing this as I go. I'm going to mix them. The cheese is going to act as a binder for the potatoes. Okay. Mixing it in. Salt's in there, the cheese is in there, the taters are in there. Again, the taters are already oxidizing to a degree. So I want to mix up the taters, the potatoes, and the cheese really good so that the cheese acts as a binder again and holds it all together when it cooks. And yes, I'm a very strange man for trying this. Next time it'll be sauerkraut dough pizza, crust pizza. Non-stick spray for the pan. Prefer to use butter, but butter flavored. Clean as you go. Okay, so now we're going to put this onto our pizza tin. Unfortunately, I can't have me in the shot and what I'm doing at the same time because of the camera angle. In essence, what I'm doing is I'm just clumping it on. I'm going to spread it out over a 16-inch area. The 6 cups of potatoes took about 3 good-sized potatoes to make. Oven's already preheating to 425. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I think I'd rather make potato pancakes, to be honest. Okay. There. Bum, 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 there's our crust. Now I'm going to slap it in the oven for, what, about 50 minutes? 45, 50 minutes? Let's see. Only about 30 minutes, okay? And while that's going, I'm going to prepare the sauce. I'm going to doctor up the bottled pizza sauce and make it more to my taste. It's not bad by itself, I just prefer a different taste. So, into the oven it goes. That was my favorite tribute. Yeah. Not a bad sauce. Yeah, do you at home thinking I'm doing something strange? No, what do you think? I'll step over here. Oh, I love mozzarella. I love grated mozzarella. Oh my God. Yeah, see? Get your heads down better. Oh yeah. Okay, so we got like 2 1/4 cups here of cheese. Delicious, wonderful. Cheese. My dogs are watching while I do this because they're hoping I drop stuff like this. They're hoping that I oops, drop stuff. We're 4 minutes from having the pizza crust out. I looked at other crusts too using potatoes, believe it or not, because I'm a very strange man. And some of the things I found were a sliced potato crust. I found a mashed potato crust where it's not really a pizza. You do it in a bowl and you put the sauce and everything on top of it. That looked good, but wasn't what I wanted. I want pizza. But since I have the potatoes here anyway, and I don't mind grating them up to make hash browns, and they're fresh hash browns, I went ahead and did it this way. So a couple minutes, the crust will be out. We'll get the pizza made in the oven. Ooh, I wonder if we have olives. Olives would be good. Okay, it's ready to come out of the oven. I've got my gloves on. Anyone that tells you that anytime a guy puts gloves on, even if they're oven mitts, they want to like be weird, it's true. If they tell you that's not true, they're lying. Okay, there's our finished crust. I don't know how well you can see it on there, but that's it right there. For the most part, it covered very well. It smells kind of good. I hope it didn't stick. I put it on a thing so it doesn't jack up my counter, and I'm going to make sure it didn't stick. Give me just a minute. No, not really, no. Okay, now saucing. Some people, you see the things on TV and that where they use a big ladle. I've used those, I've used spoons. I'm just as happy with a large spoon as I am a ladle. And what we're going to do is we're just going to spread the sauce out evenly to where there are no gaps of the potato crust showing through. We're going to leave a little bit towards the crust side, towards the outside, because the cheese is going to fold over that edge and kind of tumble over that edge. And as it does, it will kind of hold the sauce in place. You ever take a slice of pizza, take a bite, and the cheese slides off. I'm salivating here. The cheese slides off and slaps you in the chin. It's hot and hurts, and you say nasty words. Well, it's because the cheese wasn't all the way to the edge to grab the edge of the pizza, and it slid off. So the way to prevent that is to get the cheese all the way to the outside. I'm hoping I have enough cheese to do that. All right, back with the gloves. All right, we're all sauced up. You see, here it is, right? I'm going to slap the cheese on, and the toppings. I grated it earlier. I don't think it's going to be enough cheese, but you know what? We're going to make do. I said 2 cups, that's what we're going to use. It's starting to kind of collapse in on itself as it's warmed up. Yeah, it's not really going to be enough. Well, live and learn. Wanted to stick as true to the recipe as I could and still not feel weird about it. It's not bad. Could be better. Let's see if this is cooled down enough to touch yet. Nope. Sure isn't. Alright. Just slap on some pepperoni. I didn't set it back on its heat pad. Pepperoni, just go to all 4 points of the compass, fill those in, fill those in. You want to get good coverage, do it like exactly as I'm saying. 4 points of the compass and then fill in. And then when that's done, start a second row, 4 rows to the compass. Fill those in. Now, I like a lot of pepperoni on there, but pepperoni tends to get really greasy. So I'm going to go a little sparingly because I want to save some of this for tomorrow. I want to do this again because I love pizza. If this is good, it's going to be like all the time. All right. Your coverage, when it's covered, should look similar to that. You don't have to put pepperoni. You can put whatever. You can put sliced tomatoes or whatever topping you like. My wife tends to be partial to mushrooms. I'm not. But I don't have any, so I can't make it that way. There might be some in the fridge, but I'll be damned if I'm going to look for it. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I think what I'm going to do when this is done is I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on top to hold everything in place. Ooh, the Italian sausage, yeah. Now, Italian sausage, when it's raw, put it on top. In fact, I'm going to put the onions first. Normally, I'd put it right on top of the pepperoni, but I don't know that I'm going to have enough cooking time in the oven to cook the sausage thoroughly. The instructions on this says to pre-cook it, and I refuse to do that. This is how we always did it in the biz. So the sausage, when you put it on, it's going to stick to your fingers, and you're going to get aggravated if it's a raw sausage. Don't sweat it. Just keep going. You'll get the hang of it. You'll get it on there, and your pie will look out friggin' standing. You want them no bigger than about your thumbnail, the chunks of sausage. Any bigger than that, they will not cook. Okay? This is how you get away with putting it on as raw topping. Yeah, it's not a bad smelling sausage. Now I'm overdoing the toppings a little bit because I feel that potato underside, which I could be totally wrong, but I feel like it needs protection. It's cool enough to touch now. Lost some onions. But you see ham, onion, sausage, pepperoni. That is going to be a treat. Back in the oven it goes. And their instructions were, what, 10 more minutes? Something like that? Yeah. We'll go 10 minutes. I'm going to start it at 8 because my oven. 8 minutes I'm going to go. My oven runs a little hot. I didn't put any additional cheese on top, by the way. Okay, that's smelling really good. It's really too bad this is video only and you can't smell this, but it smells really good in here. Really, really good. It smells good. I'm going to see how the pizza's doing now. It's been about 3 minutes, maybe 4. Yeah, I think it's done. What I don't want is the bottom to over crisp. You'll see the onions. The advantage of having onions on there is that the tips will start burning. When it's done, the sausage has developed a coat of brown on top, so it's done. Cheese is pretty much done. I don't want to let it go any longer than this. So I'm going to set it down, let it cool off for a couple minutes, and once it's cool, then I'll cut it up and we'll eat. Okay, this is the final product. The pizza all done. I need a snapshot of that. I really do. It's beautiful. I'm going to cut it here in just a minute. Okay, waiting for my wife to get home. I can't wait on this any longer. I got to try it. I got to know how this tastes. There's a slice. See, I've already cut it. We're ready to go. See if this is any good. I know the toppings will be. Okay, bottom's good and cooked. Hope you can see that. That is friggin' delicious. That Pizza Jones, you can't eat the gluten. This is your ticket. Check this out, up close. Look at it up close. Watch this. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My dogs wanted to have some. They're not getting any. Ah. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Last note, remember, the crust is just potatoes, a little bit of cheese. It's not leavened. It won't rise. The thickness it goes in, it's going to end up a little thinner than that when it comes out. So it's kind of a thin crust pizza. I'd suggest maybe using a little more potato, but that's your choice.